Alright, hello and welcome everyone. Name is Hannah86. Joined today by Diggers on comms. How are you doing, Diggers?
I am doing really well right now. It's a bit of a surprise to be doing comms. I signed up for tracking, but I'm always willing to help out wherever need is.
Ah, that's great, thank you. And so for a late start everyone, we can start now. Purple, if you're in chat, can release the racers. So for tonight's match, a little short production. Shawn and Icola both are currently in a position where they need to basically win today. So if Icola wins, that will secure Icola the second place in the group, and Shawn will need to win today to save himself into a three-way tie with Icola and Sourcebot for the second place in the group.
Yeah, Shawn could really benefit from this if he can get it. He's had some a bad run of luck lately from the matches I've watched, so I'm really hoping he can pull it together and have a really good showing today.
Alright, start the race. Again, sorry for the late start. So apparently one of our commentators that was signed up for, they did the commentary today at 5 AM. Alright, then we're off to go. Adult start. We're starting with Requiem in Kakariko Village. Okay, already little divergence here. Shawn heading for Anju and the Impasse Cowpiece out and finds a scale.
Oh, nice. A scale this early, that gives you access to Zoras.
While Icola heading towards the man on the roof and the Goto tracks.
Irons on the roof. Very interesting.
So this hit wants our racers to dive, it seems. Early song in the windmill is Saria.
And songs are hard today, folks. I'm always scared whenever I see a child song as the first song, so I'm always thinking Frog 2 is going to come into play.
Yeah, and Shawn, interesting, not opting to do Graveyard before taking Requiem.
If he gets CL though, that enables him to go right back to Graveyard.
On the other hand, the L is like, what, the 1 in 9 chance to get here?
Yeah.
Very long shot.
It's a long shot, but I'd make that play. Because it's only, what? No? Bolero's not a bad one to get.
Bolero, that's basically a reroll for the L. Can now check the Bolero check. Oh, not going for the hit? Oh, okay, no. No, he seems to remember. I know, first hint is Serenade.
Oh, T is Serenade. And that's a song. Were you able to see what was in the crate on the ledge there, or did you just focus?
I know, I'm trying to figure out. Apparently no one is tracking the notes, so we'll start doing that. What was the L? What was on Bolero?
Bolero was some song. We got Shawn doing an early fire dip here, checking the first chest. While Icola's going through and doing Dante. And we get a key from the first chest. So I think Shawn's gonna go just a little deeper here into fire. Dante gave a rupee today.
William was. Area was windmill. Arrow was on.
Blair was Requiem.
And then we have the what songs? What Serenade is on Ocarina of Time. Iron Boots.
Iron Boots are on Mana Roof.
Notes here.
I think we're gonna see the first Wasteland from Shawn.
Hey Purple, would you mind tracking the updating the note sheet for us? Okay. So interesting here. Shawn opting for Ur's Wasteland. We get
Well,
GG.
considering what he got out of CAC, he did not do Graveyard. It's hard for me to understand going reverse Graveyard at this point.
Purpose, you're on the wrong tab though. You need to select the Shawn vs Icola tab. Looking for some help here. Don't really scared then. Thank you, Purple. Yeah. Sorry, we're really improvising comms here because one of our commentators did not show up for some reason.
Alright, we got a Sun Song check here. I'm thinking this has to be something with how you bounced around to get it. And it's nuts. Ugh. True, not upgrade. I should pay attention to that.
And Shawn now in. Go to Fortress.
Using reverse GTG to get to Valley. That's one I haven't seen.
Yeah, I'm also very buffered.
Well, already this seat's got me a little confounded, but I need to give it time. Let's see what other items they find here in Sphere Zero. We got a bow.
Shawn is... If it is for display, Shawn is being paid off finding the bow. Alright. And the boomeranging river on the lower half is just out of logic. No, that's not out of logic, that's in logic because you have to scale.
Icola, be careful there.
Fox has a big golden sword, okay. I hope our runners know how to defend themselves without that. Because they're not getting that today. Oh, and Shawn timing everything perfectly. He had to do shoot the sun.
Well, the timing's taken out of the factor anyway because of Sun Song, but yeah.
The problem is, okay, so he could do that, but to do that he would basically need to do a death warp. That was fountain foolish. Domain. Okay. That's actually a good hint to find this way. Because Shawn might do domain before river, and you'll find the bearing hint. And GG for him.
Wow. Just got a heart piece on the side. Or a heart container, I should say. Looks like Shawn will go ahead and grab the backhand. Yay, Cactus Ray the hero. Yes, water is wet. And Minuet is vanilla today.
Okay, so the second force Malos hint were 30 dead, 40 dead, and 50 dead.
Oh, and 50 dead?
This wasn't the last one the 50 dead?
I saw the 30 and 40 hint. I might have missed the 50. Okay, yes, I missed the 50 as well. So yeah, 50 is dead.
By the way, we have Minuet on the force mana, which is good for Icola because it means they didn't waste time going there. And Shawn now, with their very creative routing decision now on the way to Kokiri Forest.
Oh, Kokiri, yeah.
Let's see here. Know that. Know that. Know that. Oh, okay, that's a new one. Frozen Cavern has Epona song. So access to GTG, which is barren, probably locked behind this ladder. So Shadow Jabu, Deku. Spirit and Water. Spirit, Water and Dodongo.
See if Mitos. Got a lens in Mitos.
That's starting to go for me.
And strength.
Oh yeah, I did not do Milo's house after second force medal.
That strength and the in Mitos, that's a nice little find. Lens is kind of give or take. It depends on something on Lens game.
One city way of evil. So yeah, I believe currently Icola is really ahead. I believe Shawn already wasted so much time with his creative world. Not getting a weird payoff, unless that bow is at the end required. And Icola for some reason decides to never do Gerudo Valley.
Never doing Gerudo Valley, I don't see, but taking a long time to get to Valley, I could see that. I've seen runners put off Valley for quite a while.
So for the last medallions, so sorry, we're gonna need to wait for Shawn to show us that.
Shawn's struggling a bit with that stick.
That opting to do okay, Forts Meadow the vanilla way. Well, not quite vanilla way, because in vanilla you don't have bow at that point.
No.
Against Castle Way of the Hero, whoa!
Oh, nice. Been seeing that a lot in Season 4.
It has a lot of checks.
That is true.
And we already have an area like GTG Baron. However, we didn't start with a free soul. So we need to, with 3 medallions, so we're gonna need to get at least 2 medallions before we even set foot into Gen's castle.
Well, good news on that front, with Shawn having strength, that actually, clubbed it ahead. That's never a good thing. But as I was saying, with Shawn having strength, we know where strength is. Dodongo Cavern is actually not a bad play when they get around to that. It'd be better if they had a bomb bank though, or bomb shoes. Words fail me today.
Oh my god, Shawn. I have to say, normally I know Shawn has a better runner than what he's showing us today, unfortunately. But he's gonna find wide on track. I got already way farther in progression, Orange, you can see.
The opening route that Shawn is taking is a very odd one.
It's 90%. No, this is Randomizer. We are gonna have to defeat Gen Yet. You need to collect 6 medallions to get Ganon's boss key. Bridge is already opened.
Shawn taking a few frustration swipes there, I do believe.
Yes, exactly. Which opens up 2 medallions. So, interesting to see what Icola will do next year. They have Minuet, so they can immediately go and check Saria's song. Also, we haven't seen the child spawn yet.
Ooh, dens in the back of Lon Lon Ranch.
Yeah, definitely required medallion today. The required item today. Ooh. And Shawn being a little bit lucky, getting the 60 rupee drop from the big moblin. And it's simultaneous save quit from both our
That's
wonders.
unexpected little save quitting tandem there.
Exactly, like Shadow Gravity is saying. For Shawn to catch up, that bow will need to be required. So the required first pick, and Icola will need not to check Godo Valley in a long time.
Yeah, Sauce, I see that Shawn missed both the hints in Sacred Forest Meadow.
But they are 30 and 40, and I believe both of them are also in front of Temple of Time. So.
That is true. But as well as it was pointed out, child spawn is Sacred Forest Meadow. So
ooh, that's good for Shawn. Explosives on archery, which is in the 20 pack.
Oh, that's really nice.
That's a great find for him.
Like I was saying, now in all honesty, DC is a very good call if he wants to go that route. Ice arrows. Shawn heading up to Death Mountain Trail. I think we might be getting a DC dip here. He's going to check, obviously, the bumper spots on the way, I hope.
Shawn buy a shield? Oh wait, they don't need a shield. Hey, the big one item. The big one is dead.
Yes, Heaps. It was on Man on Roof.
The chickens are dead. Hope Shawn doesn't do chickens before getting that hint.
Yeah, he would really kick himself if he spent all that time doing chickens and found that hint like 10 minutes later.
Oh, speaking of a shield, there's a shield. Sorry guys, I'm having problems apparently. Connection.
Here's Cola checking out Mido's house. get his strength in it. As we have Shawn over in the Dongo's cabin.
What was on before? Oh, big one is that. Oh, thanks, Shawn. I was doing the same. Alright, so what do we need to do again? We need to get Jabu, Deku, Spirit, Water, Dodongo, and Shadow. So 2 dungeons we don't need to do are Forest and Fire. Forest not required is not that much of good news for Shawn, since he already has the bow. That's like his one advantage at the moment. Bow which led to a 20 pack of juice. So far Icola is not seeing any explosives. Of course, bombshells are not in logic, so they're not logically required to choose that Shawn got. But they may lead. But if the first logical bomb bag is deep in the sea and there are no other explosives available, these explosives can carry Shawn very far distance here. It looks like a Vulcan to you, just beat the sea. I get that reference. Okay, and bad news for Shawn. Icola is heading towards the valley. Oh. And Shawn once again with a small execution mistake here, trying to do the ground jump with the bomb flower bomb, but unfortunately taking damage, therefore negating his ground jump. He's going for a second try and gets it this time.
About to find their bow there in Valley. I think from Valley we're also going to see probably Child Lake at this point.
That makes sense. Set up Pierre, get Child fishing, and then yeah, where do you go from there? Because you don't need to go to Zoa's domain.
Maybe Child Cat.
Child Lake is definitely like that hand here, so he will probably play like this song after this. We have Nocturne, so Child Cat and doing Kakariko might be a good play.
We just saw the nice bomb juice strats there from Shawn to get the skull to open up.
Also interestingly, we don't have Ciel yet. I believe the only... So the places Ciel could be at the moment would be most likely on Bolero. No wait, we have Bolero.
Yeah, Bolero got a Sun Song.
Where can it be? Oh, that means Ciel has to be behind Jabu.
Well, they did get a scale early, so that would make sense. They have access. So we're
Yeah,
hunting
it
for
has to be
butter-
on
butter-
Prelude or on Burning Keg. Okay, Burning Keg is a little bit unlikely with Spirit required, but would theoretically be possible. Oh
And
yeah,
we have magic. That's a nice find.
also very nice find for Icola here with the hookshot.
Ooh. That is a great find over there on Child Lake. Setting up Pierre just like you thought he would.
Icola going for the circle strength. Just circling that C-stick. Way easier than doing left-right flicks. And give Cola magic and he can enter Shadow and he will... And if he finds a bomb pack, he will get that strength in Dodongo's cavern. Currently it's not looking very good for Shawn.
His routing has been all over the place for this early part of the match, and his execution has been somewhat lacking. Hopefully he can pull it together here within the next, I'd say, 15-20 minutes and start making up some ground. Oh,
Kokiri sword!
found the butter knife on the Dragon King. Oh, not Dragon King.
We already have a lot of items, so what do we need to be seed? We need Rudo's ladder, second strength and mirror shield,
Boomerang.
second hookshot. No, we have boomerang. That was in
Oh yeah, it's up on
Hoverwoods. We need 5 items.
Yeah,
Just slide
down
arrows.
toward river.
Icola. Okay, Icola did not get the Wang, but Icola knows that the Wang is in river. Icola failed to get the Wang with the glitch jump up to the lower heart piece.
We're about to see adult Goron City. And we know that Goron City's way of the hero, if I remember correctly.
What are our way of the heroes that we have? The Calico Goron City items pass.
And Shawn gets the mirror shield off of adult Goron City. That's a nice find.
Did you hear me?
I did not.
Chimp. One already has done Gerudo Valley because Shawn's opening word was playing Requiem, do reverse Wasteland and then do the waterfall check. Do not ask me what the logic was behind that. We were gonna ask that in the interview. Gonna be very interesting in hearing justification for that opening route.
I do believe Shawn is going to be heading towards Castle to go to his child one.
The box was, I believe, nuts. It was not. And I have to say, Icola is really. They have a very efficient routing, I have to say. Nicely cleared out a lot of stuff here. Fortunately, we're not able to go to Goron City because yeah, they could have gone to Goron City from Kakariko, but that's a very long shot and takes a lot of time. That okay, getting Skull Mask. I guess they're going for an part 2 section here.
And Shawn getting around checking his medallions. Now, the one benefit Shawn has by the routing he took, he does have the Kokiri sword, so he can clear Deku while he's a kid. Just their medallions out of the way without having to de-age. Wow. The tag in and out of adult and child there was pretty entertaining.
So actually, why Icola is in the lead? Shawn is leading in progression because Shawn is now able to already, like, keeps this pointing out, able to do Deku Tree now. Then he can already go into Gen's castle, Way of the Hero.
I'm interested in seeing what's in Ganon's castle Way of the Hero.
Good question. Our Dodongo medallion is out of logic. Ooh, that's. Oh wait, that's. We knew that. The explosives for Cola, allowing them to clear Dodongo's cavern.
I think Cola's going to get, I think it's what, ice arrows down here?
Good memory.
I just remember having a chuckle about it to myself. That's why I remembered. Shawn's heading to Lon, so he'll be getting his Den's fire here in a minute.
What's Cola doing there? Having a bath? Guess they wanted to take a closer look at the wall of Pete. Hey, Quapot. Welcome to the street. Oh, sure, the sun is a salt container. But you knew that from Shawn.
Shawn kept his nocturne off the there.
But Shawn might go to Lake the moment they find Rudolph's ladder.
I think there's a chance that after, because he's gonna save quit out of Longmont, and I'll put him out in Sake Forest Meadow, and he'll go do Deku if I'm thinking his routing correctly. Oh, he's warping now. Child Spirit. Okay, going to hit Graveyard up. Both the runners currently retracing their steps from earlier in the match. Sometimes it's all you can do, Heaps. There's the save quit I was expecting back in Longmont. They'll put him in Sacred Forest. And Shawn is skipping the hints. Shawn going back in to clear what he can of Lost Woods. I expect a Deku play after this.
Backwards second bossman into Deku means they might head down feed into me.
Yeah, Shawn, as a child, will go lake. There's just too many checks there, and he hasn't seen a hint that is telling him he's dead. I'd be really, really surprised if he didn't go lake after Deku.
It's that first logical pump back. No, it's not on chickens, unfortunately, because you got the hint for that. Logical progress feels like it's force. Oh my god. So
I am thinking there's something in forest. You look at how early we got Hook, you look at how early we got a bow and arrow, and we have Minuet. It wouldn't be a bad idea to make a small dip in the forest, see what you can find.
And strength. You know what, you could poke lost forest.
Shawn almost went into Goron City and made the decision instead to go to Kokiri Forest. Yes, that is very true that Saria's was locking Minuet with Saria's in a Roth location. That is a very good point. There are several places the sea can still send us. It's still very open in my opinion.
Magic is... just look to Icola's screen to see where magic is. Icola missing the throw into the mob of the dongle. Cut out to I8 Pi for no reason.
Another hit for Gale Castle away the hero.
Will we get double getting Castaway of Hero today? Possible.
Oh, there are a lot of checks in there. I wouldn't put it past him.
That's good for Shawn, getting Zoa domain coalition. Which is also bad for Shawn because that means it's less likely for him to get the hook shot now.
I still think that with GTG and everything else being what it is, I honestly think there's still too much of a chance he's gonna go to the lake after he's done here.
Mm-hmm. So Shawn entered Deku to and he stood like there for a second, wondering where he is, and I was like, wait, are we playing random settings? And he was wondering, oh, this is this place. Because that's like a typical thing that random settings player do.
Well, you also have, once again, you have to look at his routing. I would be confused on where he was going as well.
Okay, alright, every time he enters a location, he takes out D20 and throws it to see what his next action is. Hello, Dip.
We got an adult wallet in Deku.
That wallet is out of logic since Kokie's sword is out of logic. Also, we know where the big one is sword is. It is on Final Force. Updating that in notes. Yeah. That wallet is also a little bit interesting because that makes it less likely for progression to be in Fire Temple. At least the first logical bomb back.
Found our second Hylian shield today. This scene definitely did not want you buying a shield. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see bomb bag being on 10 or 20 skulls.
Oh yeah, but that would put Shawn at a disadvantage because Shawn is not going hard on skulls, only at 4, while Icola is already at 8. Shoutouts at this moment at our great tracker today, Choyonga. That Dutch guy.
The person whose name we seem to butcher. How's that sound?
Oh, TJ.
Yes, that is way easier. Thank you, TJ. Wow, nice B1 skip, Shawn. I will say, at least recently, ever since his little flub up there in Sacred Forest Meadow, Shawn's execution has gotten back on point.
If he continues playing it, he has a chance. Just need to find that one item that Icola might miss for a while. Oh, wait, has no one checked out Child Spawn yet?
Child Spawn was Sacred Forest Meadow. The only thing that's there really is just the hints, right? Because they got the song the moment they spawned in.
Was that the spawn, or was that just an cave pit? Or was that just a minuet?
I believe it was just Minuet.
Child Spawn is Sacred Forest Meadow, okay.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of disappointed when Shawn just ran past the hints there when he spawned in Sacred Forest Meadow. After he ran by the hints the first time he was in Sacred Forest Meadow.
And here we are, second medallion. All gone. It's so weird that we know that Shawn is behind even though he's ahead in progression.
I think Shawn's gonna go to Child Lake now, and after Lake, knowing that Zora's domain is foolish, he will go to Castle. Use the owl to get to Castle.
Alright, Shawn, come on. So, about to see Skarmoth on the right side.
That is true, TJ. But Shawn is. It looks like Shawn's going back adult, or he's gonna go to market.
Why is Shawn not doing Child Lake? He has Serenade.
No, Serenade.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I do think this is a game.
Oh, no, I understand why you. Oh, okay. Problem is, I see Song of Time, and my head is always. Oh, that's. I'm dumb.
Yeah, this is definitely a Ganon Castle play for Shawn.
Someone put a blame HP in chat, come on. I deserve it. Thank you, TJ. It's second magic on Skarmoth.
Not a bad find for Skull Mask, but at the same time, not really necessary.
More importantly, this magic is now in logic.
That is true.
At least you can buy more shoes. That's true. Shawn can buy shoes, huh? Was Wasteland the second time. The command is foolish. Block keeps. With 2-0. Foliage.
Let's see what goodies Shawn can plunder from Ganon's castle.
I'm asking myself, if we find a bomb bag in here, could that be the first logical one? Because both Deku Tree and Todongo are hard bomb bag locked.
But what else could they have got to find one?
Wait, Beating Shadow is also bomb bag locked. Beating Spirit is probably also bomb bag locked. It's almost impossible for bomb bag to be in here. Hey, a second scale.
And we have a gold scale. And a boomerang, not boomerang, slingshot. Ugh.
Oh yeah, right.
My brain, it
Deku
fails.
Tree does not in logic until we can beat. Until we have a slingshot.
So you have to beat Deku Tree to get Deku Tree alive.
Good knowledge of Shawn. Knows you can play some of time to get that check. Right, Shawn cannot get the spirit via checks because he does not have the hookshot. Meanwhile, this vanilla. Oh, one more check left for Shawn in his castle. Oski chest. Yes, Shawn hasn't done the It's not one man on the roof or the grotto yet. In Kakariko. Yeah, it's probably not even aware he skipped it. Oh, I drop teams. They might just skip the iron boots. So unless Shawn doesn't remember it, and the pillar is required. Oh, it might be good. I just need a little bit of, we just lose a little bit of time in water temple due to execution.
That tells me that our item is on spirit trials. Most likely. I think we're about to force the Shawn.
No, Shawn can't get into force. He doesn't have to hook shot.
Oh yeah, no hook shot. Oh, it's in the wall. Oh god.
Where's Shawn heading now?
Finally checking the hints here in the second forest meadow. Nope.
Any spell is typing. Oh, Shawn going river, and if we give him the boomerang, he's able to do the glitchy jump. The GTG position will save him a lot of time. When has anyone ever lost a seat just skipping a hint? I don't know. Can't remember anyone.
Shawn sees his boomerang. And there's Shawn collecting the boomerang now.
Because you would never just YOLO 50 skulls. We've never played random settings. I hate this jump, especially when you don't have a shield or bow to kill the Tektites. The Octoroks.
So we got our first look here.
Icola forgetting they don't have the but oh no! Icola forgetting they could just they could do go on pot with Inspire. A go on pot with Swing is not in logic in season 4. That could not have our first logical bomb back.
I'm really starting to think that bomb back is enforced. Ooh, missing shoe. Shawn running out of shoes. He's down to his last one. And he's rewarded with 10 shoes.
What juice? Is Shawn following that gold scale into Lake?
That's what it looks like.
The way of Dio? Oh my god. If this is the play here... Come on, give Shawn the second hook shot.
I'm about to say, if this is long shot, or Shawn's first hook shot, that would be just hilarious.
This is not the play. Nah, come on, we're YOLOing this. Shawn, get the second hook shot here.
Looks like Icola's going back adult. He's heading to the castle anyway.
No, only a piece of art. Sorry, Shawn.
Back attack. I'd really like to see Shawn go back Child and go hit Child Lake right now.
Has Shawn checked tech record?
He has not.
Okay, that might be where he's setting now.
It looks like he's going to Boulder first.
There's nothing left. Well, he could do Reverse Wasteland and do Haunted Wasteland.
Well, and he still hasn't checked Man on Roof or Back Grotto Cack.
Oh my god. Hey, a treasure chest game on Icola's side. DJ doesn't delay. Is it? Delay is weird.
Dead. Looks like a movie.
Oh, there's the bomb back!
Oh,
That's in logic! That's in logic! Where was the...
that lens was in Midos, so that is
Then it's not in logic. That isn't in logic because of Skull Mask magic. Oh my god, Icola bringing us back into logic.
Wow.
That puts Dongle into logic, that puts Kokiri Soul into logic, and therefore that puts Scan's Castle Access into logic. And with the hook shot, Icola might find something on in Gens Cost Spirit While. There's a need a sling or skill. Download it. Alright, yeah. Lego Tree is not in logic yet, because you don't have a slingshot. Gens Cost not in logic.
And yes, Shawn is going back child now. So let's see if he goes to Lake, which is where his progression lies. Or his item for his progression lies.
No, equip that lens.
Looks like he's going to CAC.
Not doing lens here.
My hope is when he comes back, he's going to get Skull Mask now. My hope is when he comes back for Skull Mask, he'll go ahead and do Lynn's game at that point. I am thinking at some point they're going to have to go... with how this seed just gave him the items for Forest, I think Forest is still not a bad choice for a quick dip. Check a few chests and get out.
No. Shawn skipped Graveyard.
Shawn's up to 8 skulls now. You should get to see what's in Spirit Trial. With Cola having the hook shot. Cola picks up his old scale. And snake shot. Alright, he's playing Sun Song.
Yeah, will you get the lens game?
I'm thinking we're about to see Richard in the Lynn's game.
Yeah, told him the tracker, but Shawn has the lens. Right, lens game part 2. Oh. First one. And... Hoverboards! Oh my god.
Hovers. Well, there's your waff.
Mm-hmm. So Icola can now finish Shadow. Tons of checks, of course. This is almost impossible now for Shawn to come back from.
The longer he takes to get to the trial plane, the opening route of going reverse wasteland into valley to adult lake is why I think really has hurt him, because he hasn't had a reason to go back to the child lake.
And for Shawn the problem now, Shawn doesn't know that this is actually logic. He might go do Skymask now and then get the magic and realize it's in logic. Yeah, seems like that's what he's about to do. Skymask into targeting towards into Patch. That sounds like a good plan for Shawn. Oh, wait, I just realized Icola cannot finish Shadow. Icola doesn't have CL.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. There's no way to get the boat to move.
Okay, there's a good chance that there's more progression in here. You already have 2 keys. Shadow has a lot of checks. How many checks are there?
So Icola has 12 skulls. Did we see a 10 skull check, or have we not seen it?
Shadow has 12 items. There are at least 2 locked behind. Or 3. So you can find up to 9 items in here.
And TJ, I agree with you. I honestly believe that something is in forest. And at this point, I think it might just end up being light arrows. Shawn's gonna go ahead and check the pot.
Mm-hmm. I checked Icola forgot to do. Did something now here on what? Ooh, the light arrows!
Oh, there! Speaking of light arrows.
That's an important point for sure. Yeah, that could save him a little bit of time at the end, because Cola might first go and check the maze. Third check there. And then only after that turn child and go do the last 2 checks. Overall, that will not save him the race as it is right now.
No, as it is right now, Shawn needs to find something big, which I'm not sure if there's anything really big left out there outside of Rudos. I think Rudo's the last major item we need for progression's sake. Well, besides the yellow, of course.
Need a second strength, yeah. Second top shot. Gutes Ladder.
Child Spirit.
That's definitely a good move here.
When you look at Shawn's options, his choices are Child Spirit or Forest Temple. Oh, he doesn't have hook shots, so no, Forest Temple's not his option.
Oh, Rudo's Ladder!
Oh, Rudo's in shadow.
Oh wait, that means Rudo's Ladder is locked behind access to Gen's castle. The Shadow Temple cannot be one of the... so neither Shadow nor Jabu can be one of the medallions to open Gen's castle in logic. So the question is, what will be the logical medallion to open Gen's castle? Water Temple, Liquid Tree, or Spirit Temple? It cannot be our logical second medallion because hoverboards are in Gen's castle. So the hoverboards are locking this ladder. You know it's DC. DC is one of. DC is one of the medallions. Then the water spirit dirty. Good job.
Well, if they find second strength, Spirit's full clearable. Well, for Icola. Shawn needs that dang hook shot.
Yeah, Spirit in Force Mix. What's that? 10,000? Enchant. That also means that you're required to go into Shadow Temple without DL. Going to Rudo's Ladder. To then finish Jabu. Get CL from either Requiem, from either Prelude check on Nocturne. And get back into Shadow.
Well, we have access to Zora's Domain via Child Lake. So Jabu's accessible right now because he knows where Boomerang is. Full Shawn looks like decided it's time to Child Lake. Yeah, Chimp, if he's going crate to lake, the thing he has to hope for is he has to hope that that crate has the second hook shot. I don't think we've seen Crate yet. I know we've seen Waterfall, but that's about it. Okay, so Crate is nothing. So that makes things, at least Shawn's getting back to Link. That's how I'm gonna look at it that way. At least Shawn's getting back to Link.
I mean, he still needs to do the child fishing. So from his point of view, these are 2 checks. Well, 3 checks with the crate. And you can set up Pierre in case we ever need something in deep fire. You never saw anyone do that. Take the chicken to jump towards the lake. Alright, 10 check on Icola's side.
Yay! I've been waiting for this.
Just some seed.
And we got seeds for our trouble.
And Shawn
Shawn's about to become very
being
frustrated.
very frustrated, yes. In 2 seconds. Did not even look what it is. The question is, will Shawn now go back to Spirit Twile and do the checks there? Because it's way of the hero.
He definitely needs to go
Will
back
he,
to that.
will he instead prefer to go with Force Temple?
I think we're about to see Jabu out of Icola here.
That makes absolute sense. Well, Icola, the deal is now very linear. Up until at least beating the Shadow Temple. The question is if he will do like a few checks on the way.
Well, the best hope he can have is that he gets ZL off of the Prelude check. Otherwise, we're going into trying to find strength to get Spirit done so we can do Burning Cack check.
Yeah, we don't know for sure, but it's like 95% sure. Just because of the key logic in Spirit Temple.
Yeah.
Shawn dipped Spirit and there was no key on Child's side. That alone makes it very hard. Very, very likely that SDL is required for Spirit. I mean, it's possible that it's not required, but that would mean that 5 keys and the boss key must not be yellow. Irons were on the man on the roof.
I'm gonna step away from it. I need to get myself a water.
They were the very first check that Icola did. I'm not sure about that, DJ. I'm trying to think of something else that could have it. Fire, yeah, that's a good one. Also, Water Temple has some in logic checks. Yeah, well, there are at least 3 checks. Well, 2 in logic. Without the
And I am back. Did I miss anything important?
Is Icola going? Is Icola going for a beam? Oh wait, oh right, they still need the boomerang. Yeah. Okay, Shawn, get into Gun's castle, let's go.
Gotta check to see what you can win.
I also need chicken to get past the waterfall. Don't have CI. Then isn't enough time. Echo defend.
There's Colo picking up his ring. And Shawn is going to do the force dip, looks like. Instead of going back to Ganon's castle.
I mean, yeah. The thing is this, what does Shawn need to be this hit? He needs at least one more strength upgrade, and just when you look at the amount of checks, then the most checks in Ganon's castle are currently locked behind strength 3. So that's like 8 checks locked behind strength 3, plus the second Herald check versus 2 checks in spirit. The other hand, his second strike might be the last go, whatever. So, and he was very close to against castle, of course, after turning it out. So, he'll probably have done it there. What that was?
Shawn's up to 11 souls now.
Wait, Doc, is that Polo Justice on your email? They only have one bottle. I was still missing one with. Oh, that's the with the old forest temple. I was just about to say. Well, Shawn, you're in the right place. You don't know it yet. Punished.
That's been kind of the story of his seed. Outside of taking forever to get his hook shot, he just hasn't been punished for most of his decisions.
He has been punished. I mean, alone the beginning of the seed, he's been punished for doing so much time lost by doing this weird route there. And at the end, he still needed to go get the barrier shot to check the crate.
I mean, I'd been expecting something to come up from Forest for a while because they got stuff for Forest way too early.
The good thing for Icola is actually I think it's extremely useful for Icola because after Jabba they will have CL, and with CL they will now have so many options. Knowing that they have to go to Forest Temple after Shadow Temple is so useful. Because you know they might, because Icola might after that just go and dip, you know, Ice Cavern. They might go for horseback archery after that. Check all the fairies that are scattered around. Also, good chance they might soon pick up snowstorms. What of the well will be an option. Mean spirit. What do you mean?
I am very, very interested in seeing what is the way of the hero here in Forest.
Mm-hmm. Might be a strength upgrade. Might be a second hook shot.
I'm honestly expecting it to be gauntlets. Go to Forest to get back into spirit.
Imagine it being a hammer.
That would be mean.
Yeah, the slingshot definitely is out of logic. Oh yeah, why it could be the hook, the slingshot to logically access against castle.
Oh, if it's a slingshot, that's just oh.
Oh yeah, no, they find the hammer here on Phantom Ganon. Or a slingshot in Pierre chest.
That just sounds awful.
Thank you.
It sounds awful, and I'm pretty sure that Chad would love it if it happened. Don't think Shawn would though.
A shout out to our seed roller today, Purple. Delivered us something really beautiful.
Yes, it's actually not a terribly awful seed. I've seen quite a few terribly awful seeds as of late, so this is rather enjoyable.
The thing is, Deep Fire is not in logic because Wallet was in against castle. Oh wait, Wallet was in Liquid.
Yeah, wall is actually, yeah.
Okay, so the Wallet is in logic. Wait, Shawn is bailing. Oh no, Shawn is bailing.
Oh.
Well, time to do that for wasting.
Yeah, that's where he's going. Great. And there.
And that is the beautiful green force medallion. Unlocking ZL.
At least we really hope it unlocks ZL.
Or the most important song in the game.
Looks like Shawn's gonna clean up the last of his Kakariko village checks. About to see his 10 skulls. Or not. So he's warping out.
Und Force wirft die hin, wo sie was vor ihren Hut. Oh yeah, right. The Hector Force wirft you in is so deep into the sea. Might hint that it's not blocking its castle access. Wir haben zum Castle 2, wir haben 10 Objekte hin hier. Which Shawn might check now. Icola small piece of columns, getting better. Should be over here.
I would find it very interesting if you saw strength upgrade off of that.
Would open up things. And what is it? Oh, Shawn not checking the hint, unfortunately. You see the Zoa domain hints. Did we?
I don't
know.
remember seeing it.
I'm sorry, Bicon, you're staying blind. expensive skull for Icola.
Yes, that was a shoot the sun.
Yeah, where's Shawn going? Is Shawn going? What you do, man on the roof?
What checks does Shawn have left in CAC? Adult CAC, I should say. I think man on roof and.
He does not
back
know.
bottom, right?
He does not know. He skipped it.
Oh.
Shawn.
Why? I mean, does Back Grotto have anything? Does anyone remember what was there?
Oh, the fire arrows. Okay, it could mean that long shot is on Shadow 2. Shadow Twilight 2. That could be a hard required fire arrow.
Wow.
Why not?
Shawn is going back to Ganon's castle, where he'll find his hover boots and get even more frustrated.
Alright. Shawn finally on his way to his hover boots. But this is so lost for Shawn. Because Shawn is already basically 2 dungeons behind. He will need to catch up on Shadow Temple and Jabu. Only good thing is he already has done a bit of Forest Temple. Shawn is Shadow Temple and Jabu behind, but he has done part of Forest.
And there's Zelda's Lullaby from Jabu. So it was a double dip required Shadow Temple.
Oh yeah, Shawn has done Child Spirit, which Icola for some reason is evading. That could have done at least the 2 checks on the left side.
Shawn has his hover boots now, so he's gonna get on this linear path that Icola's on, but about what, good 20 minutes behind? Oh, more than that, like, I'd go 25 minutes.
That's almost impossible for Shawn to win this.
Yeah, because I mean, he's a good 20-25 minutes behind because he's got to clear up to get through those, then go all the way back to Jabu.
Icola using a shortcut, just like in Dark Souls. Icola knows where to find his 2 lost items. See? I mean, we know 1 item might be in Forest Temple, but other than that...
The only thing Icola doesn't know right off the top of his head is light arrows. Because he's gonna find the others on the way. I'm fairly certain now. Oh, knocked off the boat.
Ouch!
Oh, 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 that's...
That doesn't matter at all, he's so far ahead. But of course for him, he doesn't know he's so far ahead here. Oh, Castle is not way off the hero. I think it's Castle this one. Or he found something against Castle. No, we were talking about again about the hint stones in Howard Castle. Because we got the forest sample way of the hero, and we know that forest sample way of the hero is behind Rudolph's ladder,
which is behind half Shadow Temple clearing.
Yeah. Which is behind getting Hint's castle access. So logically, that hint cannot. So basically, that way of the hero hint cannot hint towards something that would lock. Access to Zora's fountain. However, there's a second hint out there, and the hint is almost definitely not behind all these restrictions. Okay, Icola still has not planned out here. We'll finish Shadow. The Shadow you can get Composer Grave or the Royal Tomb. Just one more check and the song, which will be either Song of Storms or Prelude. So that means if we get Song of Storms, that will be tons of checks he can do. Maybe the spoiler that will save tons of time.
And there's our boss, Shadow. Nice little cutscene skip. On our way to Bongo.
The manager with the Boski. Oh. Not 2.5, 1.5 now.
1.5 hearts, wow.
Yes, 1.5. Not Kingdom Hearts 1.5. Yeah, all das Leather for sure. Could use Nairos here.
And a nice little 2-cycle bongo. Made much more stressful by the 1.5 hearts there.
Never adopted him. By the way, next restream not yet determined. We had a restream planned for later tonight. Unfortunately, we have no volunteers yet for that one. So there might not be another restream today. If there's only one scheduled match tomorrow, let me pull up the schedule here. Oh wait, there are now 3 matches scheduled.
And we're about to see the poser grave.
We're gonna decide after the stream which one I might restream tomorrow.
Hey, we found Greg.
Yeah. Okay, let's do a prediction. Prediction will be which item will be in forest. So I'm gonna do 2 outcomes. One is strength, and the other is long shot.
I think it's going to be strength with long shot being spirit temple.
And it counts whatever we find first. So in case both are in there, would still count if we find the first one. In case neither is in there, but instead it is something dumb like the hammer, we will cancel the prediction. Oh no! In that case, we would then just see what is behind the hammer.
If it's the hammer, that's just that's mean. If it's the hammer.
Yeah. We can cancel the prediction. Could be slingshot. Yeah, it could be slingshot. When the slingshot, we will cancel it. If it's the hammer, we're gonna look if something is behind hammer. Missing any other items? 2 strength upgrades? Long shot, hammer?
I think that's pretty much it other than song.
Oh, swing. Yeah, sorry Lexa, unfortunately I cannot override that ruling by Twitch that moderators cannot do it. Hey TJ, thank you for. Chances of getting thinner every minute.
Yeah, I don't see any path for Shawn to come back, sadly. Shawn warping out. He's gonna go back child now to go do Jabu. I can't believe we've only found one bottle though. That's rather odd. And knowing how this seed has gone so far, I'm almost starting to think we're gonna see the item on Phantom Ganon.
He's finally remembering to do man on the roof.
He got his iron boots.
How did he remember that?
Some more frustrating slashes there from Shawn.
Oh my god. That's like he said to himself, hey, I'm not gonna do man on the roof before 2-hour mark. No worries, TJ. Shawn wasn't too quick about getting the iron boots either, so you can also take a little bit of time to get tracking that.
Oh. Now Shawn will go back. Child to do Jabu.
Okay, Icola finally done all the checks that Shawn already did.
So
Now we may find something new here.
Yeah, Sauce Boss, that would be
Oh,
the
wow.
only way I could see that is if he falls into that trap. At the same time, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think if they find the item rather early, I think this will end up being a full clear of forest just to make sure there's nothing else in here.
I mean, even if it's like a strength upgrade, I would probably continue it. It's hard. The other four was wins.
It's gonna really depend on how deep in it is.
I don't know what you should do here. I mean, you could always like just clear like the outer wing, you know, up until the third Poe and then Bane. So you could later then quickly return and do the last 2 checks. And you say you know him and he tends to full clear, okay.
Man, Floor's Wind would be a godsend in this seed.
That's Way of the Hero Slingshot. We don't know yet if the Slingshot was Way of the Hero because we don't have the logical access yet to against Castle. So this could be a Way of the Hero Slingshot in Force Temple.
Shawn's going down to get his chicken to access Thor's domain.
I think if Cola finds second Flying Wing here, that will unlock whole of Spirit Temple. Just tons of checks and could be a very high chance of having long shot. But they're basically just 3. We know, so they can. Let's go long shot. Didn't see that many points on the line here. Will we get it? One more small key.
Man, this item is buried deep in here. Yeah, TJ, I'm in full agreement with you. This item's on Phantom Ganon.
Oh, Force Wind, nice.
Oh, wow. That actually makes dipping out the moment you find the item a little more tolerable to do.
And now you can just put it down here and then go and pull clear Spirit Temple, and when there's nothing in Spirit you can come back. No, Shawn! Go check that hint!
Shawn, the hint! Don't forget the hint!
No, it doesn't check. Okay. So, this means Icola will advance to the bracket phase. Okay, actually, it might save him time in case Force Temple is Way of the Hero bait for Slingshot.
That's true. This is just for Slingshot. Oh.
Icola, no. No. Rip Shawn, rip me. 3 more checks, everyone. Either on Phantom Ganon or in the spinner room. Not done till it's not done. But oof.
Yeah, this is a pretty big hurdle to clear now.
If Forrest is way of the bait, and Shawn is able to find the last 2 items in locations he tends to dip, he might have a chance. Like, Shawn could realistically go bottom of the well next, and that could have both the last 2 go mode items. Could be a realistic scenario. But there's still a very slow chance. But if so, we must not see a strength or long shot on the next 2 checks from Icola's side. Because if you're on Icola's side, oh my god, you're seeing long shot next.
Alright, we're going down to 50.
Yep, 2 more checks, one of them will be an item that will either look like a slingshot, a hammer, strength upgrade, or long shot. The idea was on the Goron pot. I could have skipped that. Well, we still have 2 checks left in Goron City, right? The Winier's Joy and let's see here, what is it? It's oh yeah, Bosky, we don't have Bosky yet.
So
Pay
our
attention.
last item is on Phantom Ganon. So Phantom Ganon is holding the waff.
Let's hope for a good fight here for Icola.
If this is Slingshot, I feel so bad. All this to put
No, I should have said commentator because sorry, Icola, it was my fault. I should have said anything. That's a lie, by the way.
Ganon's Tennessee. Oh, and he got him.
What was that? Alright, what is it? It is...
Was this a bait off?
Strength 2!
And there we go.
Okay. So this might me. Okay, now the question is where's strength 3? Wait, that puts against cost into logic now, right?
Yes. I think.
No, wait. Because Beat Spirit Temple will probably require ZL. And ZL is locked behind Ruto's Ladder, which is locked behind Powerfoot, which are in Gans Castle.
I'm thinking they'll find a slingshot along the way here. That'll end up being their,
Yeah, but Gans Castle, 2 hours and 40 minutes in. Gans Castle is still not in logic.
all because the slingshot we found is in Ganon's castle.
I love this freeze frame of the wolf was dying tragically like a dying swan. Romantic. Good, not the alien. It will be very hard. There are still 4 keys and a boss key that need to be placed somewhere here. There are 3 yellow checks.
Yes.
So I predict that's a small key.
We have the one chest with Wolfos, we have the palm and the fire ring from the boss key.
Icola never did Shard Spirit. Icola has no idea what is on Shard side.
There's a key. And they made this.
Only one more key that can be the Elbow.
Shawn's gonna check
Also,
that in now.
also the boss key. Oh, the hammer!
Well, that
That's unexpected. Ich habe hier vorne you could get Epona. Epona is in Ice Cavern, but GDG is spare.
and there's our slingshot, so Deku's now in logic.
No, okay, no, everything is in order. We are back in logic, boys. The question now is only where's our third strength. Not CL locked, not CL locked. We're gonna need to see if. Wait, we had 4 keys, yes? There's one small key left that could be on child 10.
Well, Shawn saw the hint for Forest Way of the Hero. Does he go back to Forest to finish that up, or does he go to Shadow to finish Shadow up?
I guess you first go Shadow and then basically do what Koya did. Shadow, you do Composer Grave. And then you go forward and grab your second time from there. Shawn is very far behind. Hall of Forest Temple and the end of Shadow and Hall of Spirit. So it's basically 3 Hall of Temples behind.
Shawn did the first few checks in the forest.
As I said, it's Hall of Forest Temple and Hall of Shadow Temple and Hall of Spirit Temple behind at the moment. So 3 halls of temples. Wait, it's not long shot now? Are you sure? Because you have one more key. I've seen 5 keys. Oh right, you already have 2 keys at that point. Sorry. I'll use 2 keys.
So I'm starting to think that long shot will be on Lavergia just because, you know, the seed hates us. And it would be hilarious.
This is so weird. Oh my god, this... Now everything is open, so we have... Where could Longshot be? Longshot could be in Firetown, Longshot could be in bottom of the well, Longshot could be on the ferry, Longshot could be on the Song Storm Grotto, Longshot could be in Fox on the Wane, Longshot could be in Water Temple, Longshot could be on second Shadow Twilight chest, Longshot could be on Light Twilight. Longshot could be in Golden Fortress, right? Longshot would be an Ice Cavern.
Longshot could be an Ocarina of Time video game.
I have no comeback to that. Oh, could be on the one, yeah. On the third go on Mace chest. Oh, it seems like Icola is finishing spirit up here.
Not a bad decision at all.
No. Could be on Horsemaker. Could be on Haunted Wasteland.
Getting CL's latest we did, we haven't seen any fairies.
Did Icola use for set up Horse Wind?
I did not see for
Would have made sense setting up Horse Wind in the room so you can drop down again. Well, it can't be on any of the checks we already did. And can't be on Morpha. Or on, again, on Water Temple boss chest. That's about it.
but it can be on Dark Link. Shawn is really far behind. Hey, Bosky!
The whole force, whole spirit. Even they're all spirit.
He did the child Texan spirit. That's about it.
Which Icola hasn't done.
And Kari's Forest is hard required. Way the hero for your second strength.
Yeah, that's a very unthankful thing to do here, because you need to slightly aim to the left of the chain on the right side if you do it from this side. And, yeah. That's why.
Oh, that's true. That's true, Purple.
On getting the either strength 3, strength 2 lock, or a long shot is a light coin. Where's strength 3? That's a good point. Haven't seen it. So far we have not seen any. Slingshot is putting against cards into logic.
2 hours and 20 minutes to get
A lot of stuff. Strength 2 is putting so much stuff into logic, it's very likely. It's not with Strength 3, because it's also putting some storms into logic, access to Ice Cavern into logic, access to Gerudo. Light arrows are on the golden pot, which Icola skipped because Icola didn't remember you can do golden pot with Din's fire when you don't have Sienna.
Rover not being that kind today.
Strength 3 is only locked by Strength 2 if it doesn't matter. Well, if Strength 3 doesn't matter, it has to be locked behind Strength 2 because Strength 2 is way of hero. But strength 3 could be locked behind strength 2 and matter. So Longshot would still be in Nightfall. After all, there are 8 items in Nightfall. Here, nice, nice. One more. Just strength 3 is accessible to something in Lightwire. No, that's not possible. Strength 3 is locked in Lightwire. Strength 3 cannot be locked behind Lightwire.
Sorry,
okay, so that's all you. Sorry. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I interpreted. Sorry, TJ. I misinterpreted the wording of your sentence. What was on Kinova? Sorry. Thank you, TJ.
Now we can find out what's on Burning Cact for song-wise.
Well, seems like Icola is heading towards Haunted Wasteland and Wood Fortress? It is a very weird play.
Yes and no. I can understand this one a whole lot better this time.
Okay, yeah, this makes 1000% more sense than Shawn's Reverse Wasteland at the very first 2 minutes of the seed. Yeah. You can do 3 checks. You can do Haunted Waste, and then they could go to the Fortress and do the top chest, and then they could do the Hammer Rocks. Or they could just quit after this part. Yeah, this is the best moment to do Wasteland, probably. Not.
And here we go to Cact to get the song.
That makes sense. It's probably Prelude. So, and if we go by highest check density now,
Never mind. We're going to.
what would I say? If you're going for highest check density, you definitely go for bottom of the well here. Probably clearing way of the heroes, I assume. I don't understand this. I mean, this would This would be a perfect opportunity to do DMT and DMC fairy as well. I would probably have done these before going up here. Then you can also do the Storm Scrotter, then come back into Goron City. That's how I would have routed it. Yes, Icola is just going for the way of the hero. The opponent is nice, and we know that Prelude is on Burning King. But that's a very useful song.
And a blue.
And you need to get that. It will save you time or war just to get against Bosky at the end. No! Why does strength 3 have to be in fire? Strength 3 could be anywhere that is DL or Storms locked.
Alright, back to Death Mountain. This will be the fairy checks. Here, there, dipping fire. Some fairy checks.
Diggers, I need to excuse myself for a few seconds.
Okay. Where in the world could our long shot be? Or strength 3 if that's necessary. Going by how the seed has been, just with force being required just to get strength, I am thinking that it's gonna be fire. See, here's what I'm thinking. I would actually think, if it's not one of these fairies, I would actually go start Water Temple and get as far as you can in Water Temple without long shot, set Furores, then go fire. Because then at least you have a quick access back to Water Temple. That's how I'd handle it, though. So I'm just looking at the no Eponas, and there's Prelude. That's not great to get this late in the game, but good for getting the Ganon Bosky. I could see. Okay, going out. Let's force on. Going to Ganon's castle set Furores, or did I just predict what's gonna happen? Okay, going to Ganon's castle. I am waiting for someone to go to Ice Cavern because they've had access to ice now for a little while. Shawn now has his strength 2. He has not gone back to Spirit yet, though. So he's gonna clear out his Boron City. Going to the second Shadow Trial chest. Thank you for the raid. Welcome to our lovely race. It has been it's been a pretty decent race. I won't say it's been an interesting or bad race. It's been interesting. We have Icola, who's just running around trying to find the wonderful long shot for strength 3. And we have Shawn, who is a spirit temple behind. It is the Frenchie because Shawn's routing has been rather interesting. Let's leave it at that. I think that's the best way to describe it, his routing. I actually don't think Ice is a bad play by Shawn. Because we've had access to Ice now for a while. Yeah, that sounds about right. Just from watching Shawn play in the past, I know for a fact that he does not particularly care for Ice Cavern. So this would be considered a Hail Mary.
Right. I'm back.
Welcome back, sir.
Has Icola done bottom of the barrel?
No.
Okay.
Icola went in, did second Shadow Trial, and got a purple rupee, and grabbed blue fire.
Right, by the way, hello, Zonson. Thank you for the raid. Really appreciate it. Hope your wisdom went well.
And Shawn's gonna be our first to make the dip into Ice Cavern today. Oh, while you were gone as well, Icola dropped Forest Wind in Gaines Castle. I don't think I saw him just to get out of And Dance Dad only had a bloopy for us today. And Icola about to pick up his lights.
makes sense, remember, while you grab that high check density area, basically the last one left in the seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shawn not finished Spirit?
No, Shawn decided to go to Ice Cavern instead.
Okay, I don't understand the play, but I don't have to. Shawn is the one playing.
Oh, this is a Hail Mary play from Shawn. From all the races I've watched Shawn do, he never likes going Ice Cavern. And in all honesty, that you can say that from a lot of his routing this game has been mostly a Hail Mary. He's done really plays I've not seen him do. Oh, there's another wallet. Yeah, Purple, that's why I'm saying that this is a Hail Mary play from Shawn, because this was, in my opinion, that if there's something here, it's great for Shawn. But I didn't see any way of coming back otherwise.
Okay, that's the third slingshot. Also
Well,
locked,
don't see
yeah.
that all that often.
That's also against castle locked.
Those ice keys were just not leaving. Another bow.
Shawn is gonna need to find a long shot soon if he wants to win this.
Oh.
Yeah, could be on horseback archery. Chickens is dead. What the hint for that? Unfortunately. Oh, I wish it was not
Yeah, TJ, I fully agree with that. He has passed up on storms now twice.
Yeah, Shawn is heading towards... Wait, Have we seen other lake checks? Airlocked ones?
I don't think we've seen the Pierre lock ones. And so far, I don't think Bottom Wells really paid out for Icola.
So Longshot could just be in water temple. Possibility.
Yeah.
So lake type.
Good old Dark Link.
Yeah, double defense. Yeah, we know what you mean. Totally.
Another bow. Bow locked bow. I think we're gonna see.
Yeah, Pullet was on Burning Keg. Yeah, I understand Shawn when he says I'm not going bottom of the well because at this point Icola would already be in bottom of the well because he knows he's done so many mistakes. So we should go for the more risky checks here. I mean, it makes sense for me, but I would only do that after I already did all the progression I could do. We haven't found strength 3 as way of deal for long shot. Once we have cleared all checks that are not locked behind Ganon's castle, that would be true. Alright, Shawn can do hammer hawks here because he doesn't have the hammer yet from Spirit Temple.
Yeah, Cola going fire, I think, is the right call here.
I don't know. If I were Cola, I would go Water Temple and set up and do checks there until I have at least the boss key.
Yeah, that's what I'd recommended earlier, was do.
And then set up Forest
Temple,
Wind, and then you can do more check high locations, more check density high locations.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier while you were off. But I believe he dropped Forest Wind in Ganon's castle, so I don't.
Competing Spirit unlocked Ganon's castle logically and Fire Temple because the hammer was in there. Longshot just going to be vanilla. Possible.
At the rate we're going, vanilla seems very likely. At least French vanilla.
Like I said before, next restream. Next restream not planned yet. Will probably be tomorrow. I had to cancel the restream in about 2 hours because we had not enough sign-ups. Beats up and bomb shoes.
It's been a very bomb shoe friendly season.
Wat een hoofdvijandje. No. At that point, you either have patience and then you just wait, or you risk having to do it all over again.
Looks like we're about to get our first look at water temperature. Probably just adult cat. Check it out, think about it. Or no, my first prediction was right. We're getting our first look at water temple.
And what happened? What
I didn't see what happened.
What did Cola just get? Where's Cola bailing?
Cola got a key.
Why is Cola bailing?
No clue.
Cola going ice cover?
There's for Shawn.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go wouldn't go deep fire unless I have yeah, set up. Seems like Cola is heading towards ice. We're not gonna see new checks on Cola's side for a while.
But we are seeing new checks on Shawn's side.
Okay, I haven't seen that in a while. Someone pushing that block while the water is up. Where? Oh, where is that long shot? I think there's long shot log in the seat.
It's gonna be either here in Water Temple, or I honestly think it's gonna be on Volvagia.
Did Shawn do the lake checks?
He did not do all the adult lake. He did not do anything around. He didn't do dive, or well, I think he did dive, but I don't think he did.
Yeah, no, I meant did he just do them before heading to Water Temple?
Nope, he went straight Water Temple.
So one item so far, one key. But Shawn most likely thinks Spirit has nothing with the Spirit to have something cooler. Icola would have been done by now. Well, he's white and not white, because as you saw, Spirit had a hammer. Icola has not used the hammer yet for the hammer orbs. If Shawn had used the hammer to had cleared Spirit Temple, he would have that hammer now.
Not to mention bailing early on fire, deciding not to go deep fire.
That's not the point with Shawn's play. Why we saw it is he will need to do Spirit Temple anyway, so why not do it now? Because if he did it now, he would have had a hammer and he would have been able to clear at least one more check on the way. And he has to do Spirit Temple in the end anyway.
Very true.
I mean, he could just go and go mode Spirit Temple. But he could also just say, now, let's go, I'm gonna go mode Spirit Temple.
I think both, either choice I think was the good choice, to be perfectly honest.
I don't know, I have to disagree. I believe he needed to do. There was simply no reason to not immediately do Spirit Temple, because progression, need to do it. And I mean, the only reason to delay progression is because you might be able to do it faster later. That's the only hard reason to delay progression ever. Water makes a lot of sense because you can get everything except for morpher. So, and the check Shawn is doing now is the only check at the moment, besides morpher, that could not have the long shot, but needs to do it anyway because it could have the boss key. Also, it will tell him something important about the key logic. Okay.
And strength 3, that just made things a little interesting here.
Shawn, don't go to Ken's castle now to look for long shot in light wire.
I think that's exactly where Shawn's going. No?
I trust your brain, not that you know that this is the dumbest thing you can.
And we're going to Ken's castle.
That's the dumbest thing you can do here. Oh. Strength 3 is long shot locked. So here's another problem. If he had done Spirit by now, he could simply, he would get polluted here. It would save more time by not having to go to Gen's castle now.
I honestly believe now, as they're saying in chat, this has to be a deep fire. A deep fire or Rovagia.
How many items did we find in Mortal 2, right?
I think we only found 2.
Does he think he's missing an item for Spirit Temple or what? I just checked his ward to see if he... I just checked his stream to see if he mismarked Spirit Temple, but he did not.
No, in all honesty, I don't know what Shawn's thinking.
He just doesn't realize it is okay. Let's not give him too much hard time.
No, he's faking reactionary plays because he knows he's behind. I'm fairly certain he knows he's behind.
Problem is, if he would think 1 second about it, he would realize that Longshot cannot be in Lightwine. We know that. Because he found rank 3 Longshot locked.
Now the good news is he did leave Forest Wind there, so he can go right back.
But it's still a waste of time. And he's double wasting time because he did not use Prelude because he has not done Spirit Temple yet. In the meantime, Icola finishing Temple of Time. No, finishing Temple of Time.
Oh, we found a paperweight.
Don't read the words on screen. Just because they are on screen. Finishing It's Cavern, and we probably had to do big pose into Water Temple, I guess. They're doing... Okay, at the so that's 25% chance that the big power appears when you're on foot. So that was actually really lucky of him. No, Shawn is not on Spirit yet. Why are you not using Epona? Spirit has a hammer here.
The way things are looking, it's either a vanilla long shot or it is deep fire.
So Jim, what we believe is that Shawn knows he's behind, so he's doing some very risky play. But the thing is, when you do risky plays, they also should be smart risky plays. That's a little bit what's unfortunately missing here from Shawn. Cannot be vanilla long shot? You sure? Do not have enough keys for...
Yeah, that's true. So it's gotta be hammer then. It's gotta be strength 2 leading to hammer, which leads to fire.
Yeah, finally Icola demonstrating French aim. Again, Axel is behind Spirit, as far as we know. Because you're not able to do Jabu ever before going to Ganon. You're not able to do Deku ever before going to Ganon. And as far as we know, you're not able to do Water before ever going to Ganon. And you're not able to do Shadow before going to Ganon. So you hard require Deku and Dodongo. Or Spirit. Deku Dodongo or Spirit. And Spirit Temple has had the slingshot for Deku Tree, so you need to be able to get into Spirit to be able to get into Ganon. Be able to get 2 medallions.
So this is a pretty much dip all dungeon seed, because that there's no way it can't be fire hammer leading to Fire Temple or Hammer Rocks. We still haven't seen Hammer Rocks.
Yeah, let's check that Icola can do. We haven't seen yet. Also, Icola could do the water temple chests, the lake checks, which Shawn skipped.
Yeah, but I'm thinking the same thing as what chat has been saying. I honestly believe it's locked behind Strength 2, which led us to Hammer. So I'm thinking it's got to be something Hammer locked.
Or slingshots are Strength 2 low. That's probably the same. So Strength 2 is locking access to. It's locking access to Jens cause. Wait, 1 second. Does that mean that Strength 3? It has to be Strength 3. That means Longshot has to be locked behind Strength 2, right? So we could skip any checks that are strength and not Strength 2 locked. So it cannot be in Lake. It can also not be in Hyrule Field.
No, it's got to be Hammer locked. It's got to be Hammer Rocks or Deep Fire.
Yes.
And that's what I've been saying for Vagia.
Or deeper in water. No, not deeper in water. It has to be Fire Temple, probably. Yeah, probably. Unless we're missing something. Or Hammer Rocks. Or Song of Storms locked. That could be on Fogs in the Rain, which we haven't seen yet. Have we seen Kokiri's Song of Storms, Koto?
Have we seen Valley Rocks? I didn't think we saw Valley Rocks yet.
We haven't seen Valley Rocks. Icola hasn't been there. And Shawn doesn't have the hammer yet.
Chimp, the reason Shawn skipped Spirit for this long is he was making radical Hail Mary plays to Ice Cavern and then Water.
Oh, Shawn does not know that that when you enter the room, when you exit this room here, the chest disappears. So what you then do is you go there, you aim at the chest, and then you look up, then you look down, and then it, because the chest is disappears, but it's still there. So you look at it where it should be. With, like, for example, the hook shot, you look up and then you look down and then it reappears. Some very weird behavior. If you ever see that chest disappearing, just look at it and look up. But I believe you have to do it from the stairs.
Yeah, TJ, I'm right there with you. I'm thinking it's fire.
Yeah, from the fact that we know that Strength 3 location, we know that Longshot needs to lock strength 3. So Longshot needs to... What's that? Oh, bottle. The Longshot needs to be locked behind Hammer, Song of Storms, or Silver Gauntlet. I believe the only checks Longshot can still be is the Kokiri Song of Storms Koto, Fox in the Rain, Fire Temple, or Hammer Rocks. If I'm correct with my logic analysis.
Yeah, we saw Kokiri Storms.
You saw Kokiri Storms, okay. There's a high chance it is in Fire Temple. Or Target. Have you seen Target in the Woods? Did Kola do that? After Spirit?
Now, the real low-key thing that's kind of happened is Shawn has made up a little time. Not a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. Problem is, Shawn has to do so much stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot to do still. But if Shawn zeroes in on that hammer and goes to Fire Temple, this could get interesting. This race might not be over based on the decision Shawn makes going forward.
Also, we need to find the hammer, the Oski in Water Temple. And I guess it's Icola will probably go until the Water Boski, and then we'll go back to Fire Temple.
I think that's what he'd do, yes.
Icola must feel so behind here. Despite actually being ahead. But we're basically 3 hours 90 minutes still looking for a long shot.
There's the boss key.
Shawn did not get that one.
Now be smart, drop Force Wind before you leave. And there's the boss key for Shawn. There we go. Force winds dropped. Now just go back to Fire Temple. Or go back out. Oh, go check Hammer Rocks.
Oh, didn't have a punner. No, wait. Don't ignore that. Damn it.
And Shawn is going into Twin Rova. Well, the fight before Twin Rova, anyway.
Well, 3 hours and 30 minutes, yeah. Yep. Shoutouts to our Seed Warner Pervert. Update the command. Pervert is responsible for this mess today. Okay, Hammerhawks, finally a new check here.
And we got a bomb bag. So it is deep fire.
Very probably deep fire. Or Fox in the Rain. These are the last logical checks it could be.
Wow, Twin Rova is just not being kind to either of the runners today.
What when can runners go to Fox in the Rain?
Oh!
What?
Shawn missed that ice shot.
I was looking at Cola's screen, so I wasn't. Okay. Remember, GTG is Baron, so Cola will only do horseback archery and the top fortress chest.
There we go.
The worst part about getting hit is when they laugh at you. Shawn has done Wasteland. Come on, Shawn, let's get this here. And this.
There we go.
Yeah. We're doing horseback archery. Let's see. Getting all the pots. Now just 800 points. That looks good. Yeah.
Nice.
15 points. Wait, I believe both have done. Both. I believe both have done it. I've done Haunted Wasteland.
We're going
Yeah,
back
and-
to Fire Temple.
Everyone that is on Shawn's side. Shawn has caught up, basically.
Shawn's about I'd say, quarter of a Fire Temple behind.
Yeah, caught up Fire Temple and doesn't have the Water Boss key. If it isn't Fire Temple, of course. Well, he's equipping the fire, the
And
hammer.
that's where
so-
Shawn's going.
So logically, we believe it is either on Fox in the Rain or on Fire Temple. The problem now for Shawn is he has checked a lot of stuff, not yet. Or Darunia's Joy. Darunia's Joy. Yeah, wait. Am I missing something? Darunia's Joy, Fox in the Rain, Fire Temple.
I think that's it.
That seems like Shawn is going back to fire. Oh, Shawn still behind.
Now Shawn did dip fire earlier, so he knows he already got the first chest. So he's just going straight into the hammer part.
So Shawn has not set up here, what?
He set up Pierre as a child, but not as adult.
The best case scenario for Shawn would be that Pierre is not required, but Cola goes for Pierre, while he goes farther up. That would save him a little bit of time.
I would immediately, if you find the boss key, go right to Vol.
I do.
Hope that it's long shots on Vol, and you just go right out. Worst case scenario, you get a key or another item.
Then you need to climb up Fire Temple again. That's the boss key. But we have enough keys to continue. Yeah, not required to advance further. Icola goes up here. That will allow Shawn a bit chance to catch up a little bit. In case it's not on there. If Longshot is on there, Shawn probably lost anyway. Shawn has not set up here. And yeah,
just not the item they're needing.
we already have the boss key. There's one more key in the dungeon. One small key. We have, including Volvagia, 1, 2, 3, 4 checks left. So 3 more items in here.
Oh, that hurt Shawn. He just fell.
You can avoid out here by stepping on the platform and then having it drop on you. But don't try that in real life.
I still believe that this long shot's gonna be on hold.
Just imagine Shawn had not done that Haunted Wasteland YOLO at the beginning, and he would actually be ahead here. If Longshot is on there, good chance it's in this chest, and it's the Longshot! There we are! Go mode! And
We're finally in go mode.
Is Cola's race to lose. You have the Longshot, you just... You have Pull It, you have everything. Why Shawn does not have Pull It? It cost him even more time.
Shawn did a good job playing catch-up here in the last hour. But the mistakes at the beginning were just too much to overcome.
Also, Shawn has way more checks left than dash he needs to check. Also, if Shawn had realized the logic implications of finding that Strength 3 in Water Temple or long shot lock, it would also be then. Not have done light while there would also have been very close then, I guess. You see, it needed you to go Forest Temple.
Yeah, the double dip Shadow Temple.
Yeah. Most importantly, you need to go Forest. And the question is, where's the second phase for Forest? I guess it's either DMC. I believe we didn't see the DMC, the bomb block pinned there at the top, you know? Or in Howard Castle, second hill. If one of our runners had found that earlier, then they would have probably won. Because Shawn dipped first way earlier than Icola, but unfortunately bailed before finding Strength 2. Yeah, Icola has long shot. Icola has in go mode. And Shawn now too.
I'd say Shawn's probably a good 5 minutes behind right now. Because he's got to find that boss key.
Bot key is on Dragon Chest. The water boss key. Icola climbing against tower last time, securing the win. This will leave Icola with the second place in the group. By the way, the first group has finished. Or the first group to finish their matches. No, Shawn will last location the Bosky here. Yeah, I've never seen that. What Shawn was using there to do this move.
Ooh, nice one cycle. And here shortly we'll be seeing the end of this stream. Oh, not stream, but this race. Oh, I can do it this stream. And there we have it, folks.
One more button press for Icola to secure the victory. GG Icola.
3 hours, 43 minutes, and 30 some odd seconds.
Shawn immediately profiting.
The race ended up finishing a lot better than I thought it would when you look at how far behind Shawn was.
Mm-hmm. Hey Shawn.
Hi.
Hey, Shawn, that was a interesting race.
Why can't I have one nice challenge cup seed? That was the fastest an opponent has finished against me in my 3 matches.
Wow.
Oh man, I'm so annoyed. Because that's the second time I forfeit at River Chest as well, whilst being in go mode.
Oh man, that's rough. That purple saying, so far I only rolled trash or jets, no in between.
Yeah, and I'm not allowed a fucking jet. I'm so
It-
mad because that's the type of seed I'm good at. And then I get 3 full clear seeds and lose all 3 of them because of it. That and not getting a hook shot for an hour and a half.
I do have to ask about that, Shawn. What was up with your opening routing?
So I wanted to have the big brain idea of reverse waste landing so I could get all the for child most of the child checks that you would in South Hyrule. I wanted to get them early and out the way.
Okay.
Um and the best way to do that was if I reverse wasteland, um I would be able to get to lake quicker because it will throw me out at valley. So and then I got the waterfall chest which had the bow. And then I managed to take it to CAC and get 22. So I did DC, which led to Deku, which of course then made me forget all the simple checks.
Yeah, we were wondering how long it was going to take you to go to Man on Roof.
You should have heard me when I realized I was in Shadow and I went, okay, what have I got left? I've got here, I've got Adult Lake, I've got Man on Roof. Damn it!
At least you realized that, before the end of the seed.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure you wouldn't have needed it.
Now, the good news for you, Sean, is you actually made up in the last hour. You made up a lot of time. You
Sounds about
were
right.
you were almost 2 dungeons behind, and you quite literally finished being right there near the end. I had you located the water boss key earlier, you would have been in better shape, but
So when I found out Forest was Way of a Hero and I'd bailed from it, which really made me unhappy, I literally I said to my chat, I was just like, fuck it, I'm probably out. I'm just gonna rush Ice Cavern. And then I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna refuse to go to Spirit.
we noticed your refusal to go to Spirit.
And then it was like, fine, I'll go to Spirit after I baited myself with the gold gauntlets, which I thought was quite funny.
Yeah, we were wondering about the realization that that was long shot locked didn't hit you.
It it was in the back of my mind. I was like, I don't know if this is a case, but fuck it, why not? Like at that point, I'd already assumed I'd lost. And then
Yeah.
the finish hadn't come, so I was just like, all right, cool. So and okay, so I'll just go back to playing normally. I kind of figured if the finish would have come half an hour earlier, um, there would have been something behind Storms. But because there was no finish, I never bothered.
Well,
Oh,
considering you got the hook shot, I think a half hour later than Cola. For you, you were only I think 5 minutes behind him when you got your long shot.
Yeah.
I think that's where we were. Is that where we were, Hell Knight? About 5 minutes.
hmm? When?
Sean was about 5 minutes behind on getting the hook shot or the long shot. I mean,
Yes, about that time, yeah. But
Yeah.
Shawn did not have the water boss key yet at that point.
Uh, all I know is I could have played a lot better than I did for whole tournament. I'm quite disappointed in myself, but next season, who knows?
there's always next time.
Oh, it seems like Icola is not joining us today. Interview. Um. All right, I need to leave soon, and only a bit longer than I thought. Any last thoughts, Sean? Unfortunately, you're out of the tournament.
Eh, it is what
Thanks,
it. It
thanks for
is what it
playing.
is.
Like I said,
Definitely not how I wanted to do it, but you know.
like I said, you made a great comeback there in that last hour to really close the gap because you were a half a forest temple and a full spirit temple behind at one point.
Well, based off the two French restreams as well, I've been making really good comebacks towards the end after not finding the hook shot and then just not having enough time to actually win, which is
Oh,
rough.
that's
But
yeah. I'm about to say that's rough. That's I saw your second race. I didn't see your first race. Sadly, I was at work.
Well, the first one was against Arthur, where I think it was Menu who streamed it, and someone told me that on the restream, I got the hook shot like an hour and 15 minutes after Arthur did, and I finished at the exact same point I am in this race.
Oof. That's just a rough draw on seeds for you, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Congratulations to Icola for advancing to the bracket phase.
Yeah, very well done.
Yeah, with that, Group M is the first group to finish. Arthur finishing in first place and Icola finishing in second place. If not much to say at this point. Thanks Shawn for racing. Thanks Icola for racing as well. Then thanks to our trackers today, Purple, who also jammed this great seat, and what's the other person? Chonga?
TJ.
TJ. Chonga Young, Young. And of course, big thanks to my co-commentator Diggers. It was fun, was your first time?
Yeah,
Like you did a great job.
first time ever doing comms. I was actually looking forward to it. Was gonna be the first time I ever actually tracked Shawn and all the times I've been watching him, and then I end up getting to do commentary for his race. So proved to be interesting.
Thanks for jumping in after unfortunately the commentators that were planned for today seem to not get enough sleep.
Yeah, it was no problem. I'd been wanting to try out doing comms for a while, and I know it was probably a little rough, but I did my best.
Then of course thanks to all the viewers. Has been a lot of fun today. So let us see, who are we waiting? I was thinking about waiting someone that is not playing Zuta today. But instead, there's currently another tournament going on. Because Millibug is organizing an Emerald Randomizer bingo, and I believe they are restreaming that. Let me figure out where and if that is still ongoing. I saw the announcement somewhere. Was that on Timmy's channel?
I don't see it on Timmy's channel. I follow Timmy.
Timmy online?
I do not see him online. No.
I mean, I just set her Discord there. It is. Where did she pose it?
Yeah, I was looking for it myself. I'm just not seeing it here.
Yeah, oh, yeah, seems like they already finished a while ago. Okay, then let's see. Let's wait Zelda speed ones. Let me see. We're doing 2 matches. One is 2 hours in. The other
Yes,
is 1 hour
Cola,
in.
GG. Great race, Cola.
Yeah, Icola. That's why the other speed ones too. That's That's Nico versus Scaroni. Seat number 22 versus seat number 27. 1 hour in, so still a lot of fun to have had there. Then see you tomorrow again for next week's stream of the Challenge Cup. Thanks again to everyone. GG Icola for advancing to the bracket phase. Yeah.
Have a good one, guys.